Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Walt Disney World Resort and Festival Disney. In respect for our next performance, please turn off all cell phones at this time. We also request that you refrain from using flash photography and video lighting during the performance. Thank you. We would now like to take a moment to introduce our distinguished panel of Festival Disney adjudicators. Dr. William Powell, Professor of Music and Director of Choral Activities at Auburn University. Dr. Kathleen Shannon, Retired Associate Professor of Music and Director of Choral Activities at West Virginia University. And Dr. Russell Robinson, choral composer, arranger, and Emeritus Professor of Music Education at the University of Florida.
Please welcome to our Festival Disney stage from Lee's Summit, Missouri, under the direction of Amy Krinke and Jacob Lowry, the Lee's Summit West High School Concert Choir.
Shoot Wow. 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 Yeah, what a program. I'm very privileged to be here. And so are you, by the way. And the main reason you're privileged is because you have these people teaching you. They know what they're doing. Very thankful too, because we see the other side too, where, you know, a choir is no better than the teachers that are teaching them. Now your job is to do what they say the first time. Because, you know, unknowingly, kind of somewhere back in, you know, when you're not thinking, unknowingly, it's almost like you didn't believe him the first time. And you gotta know you need to believe them. When they tell you something, just do it. And move on. Because they have to do something 2-3 times. And there's always 3 strata in choirs and life. There's those that get it the first time, those that get it a little later, and then there's those that you just hope they'll get. Okay, and what you want is you want everybody to go to the top. So never go down because somebody else didn't do it. Be the leader, or the leaderess, either one. I got a lot of things to say to you, and I hope I remember some of them. But the main thing, let me just go through some examples. I'm Russell Robinson, by the way. Oh, you know me? Oh, sure. And your name again?
Katie Fisher. Katie Fisher.
Katie, you did a beautiful job, too. You're a good teacher. Great teacher. But I have some rules. I mean, what we try to do is make musicians out of you. We have to be musicians. If you're not a musician, you can't teach people how to be a musician. And we have a little problem with that in choral music and higher ed and stuff, you know. I mean, you've got to be a musician, and you know what you want. And, but there are some rules. Like, if there's more than one syllable in a word, like a 2 or 3 syllable, only one syllable gets the accent. And the rest of them are at least softer, if not very much softer. But I hear some things where you're still accenting the unaccented syllable or syllables in what you do. Okay? Why don't we start with that one? And I'm not spanking you or anything. You're doing good. They might not know, but why do we do that? Because that's the way we communicate. We don't say, I want you to do this because I want you to do this. I want you to do this and do it this, you know, with that. Okay? So I think I've got some. Here they are. Let me go to. I think it's on the Randall Stroop. Isn't that one? Randall Stroop. You can tell it's a Randall Stroop in like 4 chords, right? Because he uses those 4 chords so well. So let's start with after the guys have done it on the Stroop, and after the girls have done it on the Stroop. And when they all come to, let's go at Still I Compare Thee to a Summer. And, yeah. And don't go too far away, because I got something for you. All right. So if you'd start there, and let me have my music, and I pointed out some things when this was going on. Yeah. Good. So it's compare. Come could be a little softer. I have another rule. Anytime you have more than one note on a syllable, all notes after the first one are softer. Even if it's going up. Humans think if it goes up, must be louder. Going down must be softer. But shall I? Long notes crescendo to the next note of rest, unless somebody tells you something different. So where's your long one? Shall I Can we do that one more time? One more time. Good. Now let's talk about another. I may get them all in this one thing. All vowels, I'm now jumping to vowels, all vowels must have a little oo in them. Okay? Repeat after me. Say nu, 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 ni, nu, ni, nu, ni, nu, ni, no, nu, ni, no, ne, 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 no, nu, ni, no, ne, no, 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 no. Get the idea? So when you get to company, okay? Why? Because you're not soloists, and the solos were awesome. Raise your hand if you did a solo. Yeah, you're just like, you're just like, you came from there, you know? I mean, you just sound like you're Scottish. I mean, it's like, okay, I'll tell you. Anyway, all right, let's do that one more time from there, okay? Remember what I told you before I went off the rail, okay? Okay. To me, your word I is too much of a diphthong. A diphthong has two, and we know it's I-E, but you should not hit the E until you go to compare. Shall I compare? Shall I compare? For me, okay? You can forget all about this after I'm gone. But I think it makes for blend. We got to put all these horses in the stable, and they've all got to run the same way. I didn't mean to bring up animals, but okay. Here we go. Do it one more time. Yeah. Yeah. You hear the difference? Do it one more time. You got to do it twice. Anything you can do twice, you can make it a habit. That's scary sometimes. Okay. It takes twice to make a habit. So prove that you have gotten those three little concepts while we talk. Go. Yeah, wasn't as good as the first one. Do it one more time. Okay, I got to move on. Got the idea? Let's go to the African piece, the South African piece. Yeah, I've lost my whole repertoire here. Where's my music? Well, I brought it with me. It's here somewhere. There it is. Okay, good. Yeah, start this up. I've got some biases on this because, I love East and Southern Africa. I've been there many times. And I love it because when I'm there, they call me Dr. Robinson. Dr. Robinson, we will do this, yes. And they have all pure vowels. They have no spread vowels. They don't sound like Americans. With that in mind, start. Is things are not just loud, they are accented, backed off. Every note has an attack, a decay, sustain, and release. So instead of Guama, Guama, shoot, Guama, shoot, Guama, shoot, Guama, shoot. Where are you from? Guama, shoot, Guama, shoot. Okay, start it with the guys there. You let them start. But I want to hear that accented, not like people from Lee Summit singing that. I grew up in Springfield. No, you didn't get it. Everything is completely the same volume. Shoot. That is elegant South African. And I'm over exaggerating, but make my point. But don't just hit that thing and keep it going.
Yeah, so start them off quieter so you have somewhere to go.
That's it. Whatever she said. Do it. No! Guys, with me. Listen. That's an accent and a decay. Good. 1, 2, ready. Ah! Can you do it twice? 1, 2, ready, go. Start. No. You went back to the way you've done it 100 times. You know what learning is? Changing your behavior. Forever. And in music, if you did it twice, you should never do it the other way again. That's eloquent. You know, we're not going on a hunt here yet, okay? So one more time.
Oh boy.
Back off bar. Okay. Am I done? Yeah. I hope those little things, there's a lot of them. And you're doing so many things well. Mom and Dad are going to love you. The audiences are going to love you. Your teachers are going to love you, but they're going to love you more if you will do those things they say and not fall back into what they just tried to fix. Okay? Because these are professionals. All three are professionals. They're trained. And so don't do something that you know not to do just because you forgot or something, you know? Okay? You're lovely, lovely human beings. Thank you.